Göbekli Tepe pode ser oficialmente considerado hoje o sítio arqueológico mais importante da história da humanidade, pois sua datação de 12 mil anos está deixando os arqueólogos e historiadores de cabelo em pé. Até hoje era considerado que em uma época que só existiam caçadores nômades, era impossível alguém construir templos de adoração, sendo que nem a agricultura existia ainda. Construir um templo desses, apenas pessoas com consciências mais elevadas. Então, quem foram os construtores de Göbekli Tepe? É um mistério.
É um sítio arqueológico, como vocês podem ver, ele está em plena escavação, ainda bem no começo, e essas ruínas estão sendo muito visitadas pela grande importância que ela está tendo para a arqueologia. Aqui existe um ponto interessante, a gente pode ver braços, muito parecido com a Ilha de Páscoa. E é uma formação dos braços no umbigo, muito interessante. E parece também que tem um cinto com alguns símbolos diferentes, com uma letra H. Algumas pesquisas acham que esse símbolo, esse H, significa constelação de Órion. A gente conversando com os guias passando as informações sobre o local aqui, disseram que os arqueólogos não sabem como que eles talharam tão perfeitamente pedras dessa maneira. Supostamente, sendo uma civilização que só se preocupava com caça, não poderia trabalhar de uma maneira tão perfeita, com uma tecnologia tão avançada para fazer esse tipo de pedra.
Na visita ao sítio arqueológico de Göbekli Tepe, a equipe pôde conversar um pouco com o arqueólogo Klaus Schmidt, precursor das escavações desde 1995. Muito atencioso, Klaus nos concedeu uma entrevista explicando um pouco sobre a importância histórica de Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah, we are working here now since nearly 20 years and we are excavating in the southern slope is here and some other spot, but it's just a small part of the mound, the artificial mound, which is very huge. It's about 15 meters in height and 300 by 300 meters. Wow. But it's not our idea to excavate everything here. Our idea is to keep most of the site untouched for future generations and to excavate only enough to understand what's going on here. But for this we need already a very big area. This is 50 by 70 meters here, but here in this main excavation area I think we already got enough information, or we are getting, because we are continuing here, we are getting enough information here to understand what was the function of the site. The site is a sanctuary site, it's not a settlement site. It's clear we know how settlements are looking like from this period. We are talking about a period 10,000 years ago. Wow. Not 10,000 years BC, 12,000 years ago. Before. So it means it's a time when the new world just had been started to be inhabited. So here the people made these sanctuaries. It's just after the Ice Age. The Ice Age ends 9,600 and this time the activities started here by a group of hunter-gatherers who had been very well organized, who had been able to do such a work, to do all this sophisticated architecture and the art and so on. And these are the same people who are inventing very important things. They are inventing agriculture and the village farming way of life. It had been invented here first time in world scale, and it's a base for all civilizations in the old world which came later. The base is made here, not only in Göbekli Tepe, but here in a landscape we can call Upper Mesopotamia. It means a landscape between Upper Euphrates and Upper Tigris rivers.
We've been there. Yeah. In your opinion, what is the importance of this site for the world archaeologists and the history of humanity?
For old world archaeology, it's one of the key sites. That's clear for the understanding of the beginning of settled of village and farming based society. So it's here, it's a key site for it. In world scale, in the new world, this transition also had been invented and happened independently, but much later. So in Mesoamerica we have the domestication of corn and of alpaca, llama. I'm not a specialist for this region. So it had been done in a similar way, but much later. Here this transition happened first time in world scale. Okay. So we have three main centers: Mesoamerica, then the Near East and East Asia. But also East Asia is much later than here.
Interessante que durante a entrevista, Klaus recebe a informação de que existem sítios arqueológicos mais antigos do que Göbekli Tepe no Brasil. E o impressionante é que ele concorda, mas não se lembra do nome do local, mas sabe apenas que é uma caverna.
Yes, but I think it's a problem. Probably I heard about it. Something with green, where the cave called. I forgot the name. We don't discuss now if this is okay, if these dates are okay or not. But we are here not at the beginning of something. We are in the middle of a story which starts 40,000 years ago. The story of the Homo sapiens, who was coming out of Africa, who was settling all over the old world. Göbekli Tepe is much more the end of the Ice Age hunters than the beginning of the village farming communities. So it's the end of a big story, and
the start of a new...
in the new world we don't have any comparable development, because it's much later. The Homo sapiens is coming. It's a question when he is coming. Maybe 15,000. So we can. It's a middle estimation now. So everything is very different in the new world. And the early dates from Brasilia. So I only heard a little bit about it. I'm not a specialist for it. One has to ask 3 times if it's really true, I think.
Então ele está convidado para conhecer. So you're invited.
Yeah.
To visit, and we would be happy to.
Okay. Let's